Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the... From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche and an... Coming right on top of him. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. Now Rainey. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Daniels looking to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A strong running. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected pass.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Drop for a run loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Now Daniels. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pickens going in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3rd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New England. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Rams.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Shipley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
To Shenault on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Well, they go play action. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Barkley inside handoff, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Pats, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner. The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Bengals, next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's Super Bowl.
It's really what the regular season does. It gets you battle-tested before you take the field in these playoffs, where it's win or pack your bags. And when we saw these guys in Week 1, neither of them were Super Bowl ready. But watching them now, I think both have a real shot at winning it all. They're gritty, they're tough, and they're ready for this moment.
And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
The give on second to Pollard. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 47-yard line.
Slot receiver headed left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play into systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Works his way to the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jair Brown. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a give to Brooks, coming left. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Running once more with Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. First down throw. Here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Love out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Shaheed. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Man in motion out of the slot. That finds Vele, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. He gives to Pollard on the option. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And that's good for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. To the air with Love. Pass taken in by Pollard. Breaks through, and he might break away. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. Play fake, it's Love. And he sails that one over the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Avoids the sack. Touchdown, Baltimore. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Escapes the sack. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd and long, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs, just as they did.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Neighbors with a catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Takes the handoff, now Love. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. Second and 10, Love trying again. Into the hands of Neighbors. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They send a man in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Brought in by Vele. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Throwing his Love on third. This is hauled in by Ingram. It's inside the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Bengals 3.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end. Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Third down run with Brooks. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pretty throwing here on first. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. First down throw. Here's Love. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. Got his target. It's Tony. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing off the play fake here. Complete. It's Ingram. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Loves to throw again. Dump off caught by his back. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. From the 16. Pass taken in by Pollard. Brushes him off with ease. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Love out of the shotgun. Ooh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
Carney's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Thrown on first down, Love. Cut out left. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now for Love.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the pistol, here's Love. By a man, and now he's in the clear. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. 2nd and 4. That's incomplete left side. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Love looking to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Likely. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you 2 in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, these 2 teams have dug in. We're in for a great second half. And to call the action, let's get it back out to Kate Scott and Brock Eward.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun is Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw reeled in by London. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now there's special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Juke the defender. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Bengals bring it out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Love from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down throw. Here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Love now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you They'll recycle it, save it for later, for that next third down coming.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Second down now, 7 to go. Sending a receiver left. Takes the handoff, now Love. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be third down. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Purdy. Got a man, it's London. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now it's Purdy. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it at the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.